Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to game 53, or 53, as my people in the groups like to call it. The Edmonton Oilers are in St. Louis to take on the Blues. That's right, the 32-16-4 Oilers are in St. Louis to take on the 24-25-4 St. Louis Blues. The return home of sorts for Kasperi Kapanen. And by the by, do not be shocked if you do not hear the national anthems before today's game. If you live under a rock and if you don't know what's going on, I'm not going to get political on you. I'm just going to say both our governments are jackasses, and both our governments have no idea what's good for the people, by the people, of the people. And because of that, we may not have national anthems. The American one got booed in Vancouver on Saturday, followed up very precisely last night. The lone game last night on Prime, the Nashville faithful booed the Canadian national anthem. So to avoid any more booing of the national anthems, the league proposed no more anthems before the games. I don't know if it went through. I don't know if it was agreed and discussed upon and agreed upon. All I know is that was pitched late last night to the teams. They don't want any more booing of any national anthems. It's a black eye on both the NHL, the home cities. And I agree. Don't boo. Yes, we're frustrated. Of course, everybody who's a Canadian citizen or an American citizen is frustrated with the situation right now. But sports is a time to just forget the outside white noise. Hockey especially is that time for no political bullshit, no agendas, just straight up hockey punch hockey. Moose hockey, punch, stick punch. You weren't wrong, McCready. You weren't wrong. I got news on that front for the Vancouver Canucks. I know my fellow Canuck fan in here isn't going to like the news. I don't know what Vancouver was thinking about trading one and not the other. It seems there is an even bigger divide in that Vancouver. Yeah, I think they might just go away with the anthems at Four Nations. Unless things I don't know, somehow, some way, both of the people at the table decide, hey, let's both be gentlemen, let's both be adults in the room, not a bunch of children. Let's get this thing done. Free trade has worked for hundreds of years in Canada and USA. Free trade has worked out pretty well for both countries. Yes, unfortunately, it has put both countries in debt a little bit, but it's not over, Lubo. I hate that. And I'm not saying you, but I hate how Americans assume that the Canadians folded. I was talking to a few of my American friends that said, "Oh yeah, your country's a bunch of spineless pieces of." Don't go there. You know, the Canadian government didn't fold. We went to the table and we had a discussion, and told Donald Trump, "Hey, you need us as much as we need you." But that's enough of the political jargon. Here to watch a hockey game. Well, yeah, but that's like 200, 300-year wars, right? This just happened recently over stupidity. I think both countries need to wake up and realize what's better for everyone is not having these stupid tariffs in our countries. Well, we'll see what happens tonight. I'm, for one, am very interested in the outcome. Oilers need these 2 points, but so does St. Louis. St. Louis with these 2 points can inch a little bit closer to Vancouver and a playoff spot, where the Oilers with these 2 points can inch a little bit closer to Winnipeg. And Dallas now is ahead of the Oilers. That's right. The Dallas Stars on their 6-game winning streak right now. It's either 6 or 7. Those Stars are now ahead of the Oilers for second place in the Western Conference. But the Pacific Division is where it's at, and that is going to be all Oilers all the time. Yeah, you're not wrong. Immigration is becoming a problem worldwide, but that's a different channel for a different time. Let's listen to what Gene Principe has to say with the Oilers. Also, if I hear any more Stuart Skinner bashing for no reason without any pure evidence of it, get the hell out of here. Oh, I see it. I agree with you, Lubo. I agree with you, too. That's exactly what it was. There was just better ways of going about it. But I understand that he's a businessman, and that's what you do in business. You strong arm and you take over. Also, happy birthday to Darnell Nurse. 30th birthday for Mr. Nurse. Can I get a doctor? No, we got a nurse in the building. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Dominic, I see you.
Take it and score an A. Good guy, good person, good player. All right. So when you're put on waivers, you don't know.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because Barry Kapanen wasn't sure how things would go for him, but wow.
Kapanen is in the lineup tonight. Ooh-wee.
Summer didn't work out then. Is working out now. Back in St. Louis and getting set to play his 500th National Hockey League game. Okay, if you're Edmonton, then back and forth and back with Vegas. So 30 games to go in the regular season. You know Edmonton wants number one, currently holding on to it, but barely. So really trying to take advantage of one game in hand on Vegas. As for St. Louis, it's 30 games and counting. Monty, we need you behind the bench, and there is Jim Montgomery. Real nice guys, done a real nice job. It had been a difficult stretch, but they were successful against Utah the other night, now looking to make it 2 in a row, while Edmonton is winless in their last 2. Lots on the way. Stuart Skinner and company hoping to kick off back-to-back games with a victory. I know that guy used to play for the Oilers. Pat Moore, Louis, Jack, Oilers Blues after the break.
Yeah, it's also the game for Holloway and Broberg. Home game against the Oilers. We're going to hear lots about that from the panel, I'm sure. Lots about that from the Oiler Nation faithful, I'm sure. It boggles me mind, ladies and gentlemen. Boggles me mind. You know what? I hope they lose tonight, too. I'm going to be 100% frank and 100% honest with you. I hope they get their freaking heads kicked in tonight. Also, Utah Jazz have a name, have a logo. Congratulations to the Utah Hockey Club. Hey, Kimo, how's it going? That's right, folks. They will be called the Utah Hockey Club with a twist. Their logo looks like it's a Yeti. Oh, way to stick it to the man. Way to stick it to the man. Utah Hockey Club with a Yeti logo. Because they couldn't use the word Yeti because the company was a bunch of beeps. No, I'm kidding. That's just what I've been hearing. It's either going to be Yeti or Mammoth. Things are going. It's been a grind of a day. It's been a up and down. Ugh. Typical February day. Perfect. They are doing the national anthems. I like that. The NHL said no. Forget your Terrafor. Let's drop the hats.
Oh, and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free.
Shouldn't talk about the guy on TV like that there, Diane. Your husband might get jealous. You're not wrong, Dominic. I noticed that too. Their jerseys are very similar. Yay! No booing! Yay! Classy organization.
And now performing the Star-Spangled Banner for Shard Owens.
Why'd they switch anthem singers? That makes no sense.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rock alive, the bombs bursting in air came proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say
Oh,
does that
man.
star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh my God. I'm out of it. I'm done with it. Thank God. Thank God that's over.
The heart of the great Midwest, and the Oilers only visit this season. Stuart Skinner, who was terrific in a 29-save 4-2 victory over the St. Louis Blues on December the 7th, will get the call. After a loss this year, he's 11-3-1. He'll be opposed.
I agree. Utah would be the better name for me, but I'm just going by what I've been told. The Mammoth were in the lead for fan voting in Utah.
Perry still chasing his second Stanley Cup. He just passed two more men and now sits just one behind Rick Tocchet all-time in the NHL goals list with 439. That man, Cam Fowler, was his teammate for 9 years with the Anaheim Ducks.
Let's go, Oilers.
After 15 years with the team earlier this season, the captain, Connor McDavid, will start on a line with Leon Draisaitl and Perry, and we are
Leon Draisaitl
taking the opening face-off and winning it against Robert Thomas of St. Louis. Defensively, Ekholm and Bouchard. Your starting line is brought to you by Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Oilers will play host to the Blues in early April as they meet 3 times this season. Here's McDavid as a step-on Fowler trying to slide it across for Draisaitl, and that was broken up. Ekholm will send it down low, and McDavid angles.
Oh, be careful. That might be offside.
His shot was blocked. St.
What a
Louis just
joke.
ended a 4-game losing streak with a 2-1 victory in Utah on Sunday, while Edmonton on Saturday in its last game, a gallant comeback that ultimately fell a goal shy against Toronto in a 4-3 setback. Perry back through center and ultimately taken by Philip Rover, a one-time Oiler, off to Justin.
Agreed.
Blues pour into the offensive zone. Shen to Falk, a drag move, and then Arvidsson deflected that away. Here's a drive from the point. Blocked. Saw Skinner juggle it, but then it trickled.
So that's 3 saves Skinner's made with no goals. Can we talk about how good that is? I'm joking, guys. I'll stop.
Henrique is sick. Noah Philp draws in.
Adam Henrique is sick. There is a flu going through the Oilers organization right now.
At the top. Another shot stopped by Bennington. Another chance by Nugent Hopkins.
Hopkins, you... Oh. I'm going to write down the bad plays the Oilers do, too.
The line is Kurtz. So send it down deep. Bennington directing traffic. Nick Leddy drawing back and wide for the first time since mid-October. Missed 49 games. Yanmark to the middle. And that's punched wide by Zach Hyman. Bennington watches as the Blues fail to get it out of their zone.
Shots are 2-0 Edmonton, even though St. Louis clearly took a shot or two there.
Team defensively, but 27th in the league in both goals for and shots for. And as a result, there's 7 points out of a
17 and a half left to go in the first period. Good hit there by 2-9.
A tough pass there as he was belted by Nathan Walker, stepping up Emerson.
Nathan Lockers was the guy's name that made the nice hit there. Did you guys see that hit the other night on Petrolangelo? I don't know who it was that hit that guy, but good God, what a clean hit. Oof. Vegas' last game. I can't remember who they played. But what a clean hit. And then he had to fight because he made a clean hit. Made no sense. This is hockey. If you don't want to get hit, don't touch the puck. Right? Like, holy smokes, what a hit. I love seeing clean open ice hits like that.
This is a team that's going to want to get to the net a little more often. And that chance kind of resembled that by Shen right in tight.
Wasn't it though? Like, oh. Keep your head up and don't admire your pass. Yes, Lubo, thank you. I forgot who it was. The Rangers player against Vegas. What a show. Oh, Salom. Oilers all pressure all the time right here. 4:20 left. Shots 3-0. Nobody's there for Perry, though. Thank you, Dan. All right. Long Island 1, Vegas nothing. Let's go, Islanders. Keep that lead. Also, we do have to talk about the 10-game suspension to Hoffman. Holy crap. That was not needed what Hoffman did. As wrestling fans would say, that was a famouser. Former number 2, Eric Brewer. Former number 2 Edmonton Oilers, Eric Brewer is the last defenseman to score on his birthday. So what happened, McCready, was there was 1 second left to go in the second period. And Stützle took him to the cleaners on the face-off dot. So, as they're kneeling, Hoffman just takes his elbow and drives Stützle's head into the ice. Repeatedly. Not once or twice, but 3 or 4 times. 10 games wasn't enough in my eyes. But, hey, maybe he'll learn. That 10 games is going to cost him almost $1 million. Oilers are looking good early. Just got to get that goal. Oh no, if you haven't seen it yet, check out Hoffman on Stützle.
Brought to you by James H. Brown.
Man, it's nasty. I'm surprised Stützle isn't hurt from that, to be honest with you.
Well, for Chris Knobloch, we had a good conversation this morning, and he said coming into games like this, and obviously 3 games before the break, and everybody's got that in their mind, and sometimes you think...
No, it absolutely was. Like,
it's just going to happen.
I watched Royal Rumble on Saturday after the Oilers game. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. And it was almost as bad as Seth Rollins 2-foot stomping Roman Reigns at the end of the Rumble there. Good God. That was brutal. It looked like his foot slipped on his hair and got him in the back of the neck.
It's hard to play from behind in this league and consistently get good results.
Shots are 4-0 for the Oilers. 14 minutes left to go in the first period. Nothing is the score. Oilers have full momentum, full power. We play today and we play tomorrow. And then we play again on Friday on the 7th. And we're off for 14 days. So 3 days and 4 nights and then off for 14. That'll be fun. Ooh. I thought it was his elbow. Nice save there by Binnington. Yeah, it looked brutal, man. Like, there's no need for that in hockey at all. That's not a hockey play. You lost the face-off. There's 1 second left to go in the period. There's no way that puck is getting to the front of the net. Like, Jesus. Someone needs to control their temper. And they say, I have a temper. Holy smokes. That guy's worse than me. There's 14 games on the schedule tonight. We will get to them all in the first intermission. Just patience. Ooh, I gotta fix that. That's what I gotta fix. Oh, it's gotta go lower still. Hey, okay. Unfortunately. Keep hearing helicopters in my ears, guys. It's something I gotta deal with, I guess.
Way to play the game, 3-3-1 in the last 7 games, where it hasn't really worked out in their favor, and you start to really feel those minutes. They start to compound in the season, and especially for the bunch of guys that are on the ice right now. Draisaitl and McDavid are the 2 forwards that log the most minutes, but then the defensemen as well. Your Bouchard, your Beckholm, your Nurse, and the top 4 defensemen really log a lot of minutes, and that starts to take its toll on you after a while.
Hey, what do you say?
Since January the 18th, they'll play 7
Hey, Trucker's not that far away.
St. Louis opening season-long 6-game homestand, but of course will be interrupted by the Four Nations face-off break. Draisaitl turns unable to twirl it out of there. Jordan Kyrou cuts inside. A quick dish and a one-time.
Huge save there by Stu Skinner. First shot, first save. And it wasn't easy. I will say that most of the shots that Skinner faces early in periods are not freaking easy. Despite what everyone says, oh, you let's own a first goal on 5 shots. Yeah, well, the first 5 shots of the period the Oilers give up seem to be 10 bell saves. Slot opportunities, man. Like, holy Christ. Turnovers, exactly. Fucking turnovers.
And Kyrou are the key guys. I mean, if the Blues are ever going to go on a run here, and they're a game under 500, they haven't won 3 in a row all year. If they're going to go on a winning streak, it's going to be behind those 2 guys. Here's a steal and a chance for the Oilers. This shot blistered wide.
We got shots 4-1 now, but oh my smokes. 13 minutes left in the first period. I thought I turned the heat up in this mother.
Real good control in the offensive zone, moving the puck around Klingberg. You know, we've talked about him and his jump right back into the lineup and eating some minutes, and it's not an easy thing to do, but pitches down, Brown goes to the net, and for Klingberg, the one thing you like about his game instantly is his mind, the way he thinks the game and can make that play under pressure.
You know what else you like? That Stuart Skinner was sharp because the first shot he faces is a point-blank look from one of St. Louis's top players.
Solid save. I mean, he read it the whole way, and he snuffed that out. And you're right. Sometimes that's how a game can turn. You've had the pressure, you've had the chances, the better chances early, and then bang, that shot on net that goes in. It gives St. Louis a long life.
It's cold here in Edmonton.
Longtime member of the Dallas Stars, a high flip, bouncing puck, won't settle. Initially for Darnell Nurse, he had to be patient there, got to Klingberg, and now Brown up to Colson, rink-wise, shot in by Nurse, going to be stopped by Bennington and directed quickly to Nick Lennon.
Yeah, Lubo. You would think that, but there's still a bunch of fans that say he's like, what, 2-8 against top 10 teams. It's ridiculous. Yes, they do. Oh, in the regular season, no, Dominic, they don't. That's just for playoff games only. It's just because there's so much going on at Rogers Place when the Oilers aren't in town. Another bad giveaway by the Oilers.
Scored against the Oilers in that 4-2 Edmonton win back in December. Unable to get going offensively. Nurse sends one bounding through the
right on net for Darnell Nurse. Hey Northern, how's it going? Well done last night on the podcast, by the way. Well, you're in Arizona. It's always warm. That's the only thing I'm jealous about Arizona, California, Florida, Texas. It's always warm. Even when it's cold, it's not cold. Again, for those of you guys that don't know, Northern made herself a popular lady last night on the Got Your Back podcast. If you guys haven't checked those guys out, check them out. They're good. They're a good laugh. They're a good group of guys over there at Got Your Back. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lubo. Should be. But Perry almost stuffs it home. Bennington gets a little lucky on that one. Oh, Draisaitl puts it far through the uprights.
Fowler stripping it away from Perry. Draisaitl. Bouchard. Draisaitl lost his step. Perry and McDavid burrow their way in, and it's McDavid who comes out with a puck. Draisaitl tried to feather one back to Bouchard, and that was tipped out to center. McDavid held off the score sheet against Toronto, but only
I don't know, Kimo. I don't know how that doesn't go in. Long legs and strong core by Bennington.
Against John Klingberg, McDavid has set up Draisaitl for the apparent equalizer. Here's Darnell Nurse.
Nurse just puts it wide. Nurse and Klingberg are out there right now. I like to see this pairing. Jeff Skinner doing the yeoman's work right now. 9.5 left to go in the first period. Shots are 7-1 Edmonton, but score still nothing.
Back in 2003, Sunquist, Zach Bolduc, centering pass broken up. Good video play by Klingberg. Chipped in by Phil.
Oh, in case you guys didn't know, I think it was yesterday or the day before, was the skills comp. I think it was Sunday. Was the Oilers skill competition.
Great chances for Edmonton, a couple of them. The last one by Perry, right on the doorstep on a nice feed by Ekholm, but everybody's moving in this one.
Oilers have given up one shot in 11 minutes. St. Louis trying to change that. Here's Sexton. Against Kulak, the puck worked up the the boards, but held in by Shen.
It's just when the Oilers aren't in Edmonton, they have concerts and they have the Oil Kings play, and they have monster trucks and the pro rodeos in town. It's just so much going on. That's why the ice is terrible in Edmonton lately. I don't like how much things they have going on in Edmonton when the Oilers aren't playing.
We're going to play this first period in about 23 minutes real time.
But I get it. I get why they do it.
Right-hand side, officially 5 whistles tonight. Fox up. Stripped by Ekholm. And now Nugent Hopkins, the outlet. Tipped off the toe of the stick of Arvidsson. Torchenko for St. Louis will leave it. And a reversal by Justin Falk. Quick on. Nathan Walker did not get a stick on it, and you've got an icing call whistled against St. Louis.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers.
Fitty. Presented by Rogers.
And win big at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50.
Edmonton really activating defensemen in this game early on. You see Nurse a couple of times there. Matthias Ekholm with a beautiful feed right into Perry. He has a couple good jams at it in tight on Binnington.
McDavid pass deflected in front of
Oh, Perry almost gets one. He's looking, folks. He's looking.
Walker, line 1 against line 4 for Edmonton. Lose wrestling in the neutral zone. Walker put it down. Foxa couldn't grab it. Ekholm has it returned to him by Corey Perry. Lose shuffle the deck. Thomas forces a turnover for Perry, and now will back his way into the zone.
Hey, Edmund, how are you doing? How is beautiful California?
Bouchard not out. Parayko having a good year. Pinballs up front. Great save again on Thomas by Skinner, even though he was going against the flow.
Skinner with another huge save on Tim Thomas.
Locates Darnell Nurse. Shot from the blue line and a save made by Binnington. Quickly knocked over a foul.
Absolutely, I saw that, buddy. That was great for Derek Ryan. I love his attitude, too. I'm down here to mentor the kids, but I know I'll be back up for playoffs. Such a smart hockey player.
Who's had both of the good looks in tight.
Shots are 9-2, 6 minutes left to go in the first period. Still no score in St. Louis. Yeah, very quick first period. I like it. I want this game to go by quick. That puck needs to get out by that young kid. That puck needs to get out. Noah Philp. I'm sorry, but that puck needs to get out, my kid. That puck needs to get out. Every time that puck needs to get out.
Aggressive play by the Blues, forechecking that line, and Shen had a great chance. Good little backtrack and stick by Skinner. Jeff Skinner, that is, to break that one up, and then Kyrou trying to rock it into the net. As it rolls off of his stick.
Oh.
Some good action as the Blues push back a little bit here in the last few minutes, getting a couple of high-quality chances. Here's the one by Perry. He's had a few already in this game, just a little bit high.
Oh, man. Like, I love what the kid brings. It's just that puck needs to get out of the net, out of the zone. Derek Ryan or Noah Philp? Excuse me. I think I honestly believe that Noah Philp might be sent down after these 10 games. Just me being objective. I don't think he's done enough in the fourth line role to stay up. As much as people love him and think he's going to be a good player, I'm not disagreeing with you. But he hasn't wowed. You know, like, yes, you're fourth line, but you kind of got to do something to stand out. And to me, he hasn't done it. Just my humble opinion. Yeah, Derek Ryan is always going to be a consummate professional. I agree, CLAU. That is the best case. No, he absolutely does. But the Oilers want to see what they had, because now they know they have to go out and get a fourth line centerman at the trade deadline. Now they know they have to go hard to get Donato. Or Bukestad. Or the way Seattle's been tanking hard lately, somebody else from Seattle. Seems like Seattle might be good trade partners with the Edmonton Oilers. Or the Utah Hockey Club.
Play here in the first period, the Oilers.
I get that, but you can't put them up higher than that right now.
Break through against Jordan Bennington. Oscar Sundquist to Broberg and a quick shot.
And that's why I said what I said, McCready, about calling these kids up. You can't have these kids come up and expect them to be anything if you're not playing the fourth, not going to play top line minutes or top 9, even in your third line. So next year it'd be really great to see what Savoy brings, what Noah Philp brings.
There's 2 wins in their last 10 games for the Golden Knights. Rifled up to Walker, well defended at the blue line by Eckel. Second chance.
That's offside there, ref. Like way offside. Like Nathan McKinnon, 18 feet offside.
And Hyman makes certain of the clear. Lead pass for Walker, shifted by the horse Eckel. The horse is not enough to keep an NHL.
No, Seattle absolutely does have some really good centermen. Quinn Hughes, the game time decision, Lubo. 4 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 9-2 Edmonton. Nothing is the score, though. What a save by Binnington. So out of the 10 shots the Oilers have, I'm going to say 7 of them aren't very dangerous. Oh, how'd that not go in? Now they're starting to put the dangerous on them. Draisaitl gets hooked in the hand, no call. This is just stupid now. McDavid gets his stick grabbed out of his hands. Draisaitl gets hooked in the hands. There's no call on that? But hey, on Saturday we got 2 calls like that. Yeah, it's terrible reffing again. But hey, I'm going to continue saying this year, you're just, as an Oiler fan, get used to being dicked by dicked. Get used to getting the short end of the power play draw.
Just had a sequence of 7 minutes between whistles. Thomas against Klingberg. Kept it alive for Jake Neighbors. The Edmonton Oil Kings, 13 goals, and this is second full season. Klingberg able to shrug.
It's going to be a tough night for their officials. They're just gearing up for Sunday's Super Bowl matchup, that's all. I can't believe Roger Goodell said that about the officiating. The NFL has the best officials in any league, and it's not even close, says Goodell. All right.
Nice presence in front by Podkolzin. Here's the one-timer handled by Bendis. You get a nice read by him. That's the dogged effort to get it back. And Draisaitl right on the doorstep.
You're not wrong, Lubo. You're not wrong. That's why I said don't call these kids up unless you want them playing in your top 6. Unless you want them playing with McDavid or Draisaitl nightly. But that's not where the Oilers are at right now, right? So, no, you're not wrong, Kimo. You're not wrong. Epic Hunter, how's it going? Good evening, sir. You're not wrong, Kimo. Like we tend to make really bad goalies look really good. We did that on Saturday. We made an average goalie look good. And I hate that people are like, well, the Maple Leafs don't have a good goalie high tandem, but they're making saves. Maple Leafs don't go anywhere. They don't travel anywhere. And when they do travel, they get 2 games in between a game. 2 days off in between every game. So I don't want to hear the whole, their goalie tandem doesn't get paid very much. Their goalie tandem will also fold come playoff time. But that's just me. Lubo, news out of Vancouver is Quinn is not happy. Quinn Hughes is not happy about the trade. He feels that the wrong person got traded. And I'm hearing from certain sources outside of the Vancouver media that in order for that locker room to be kind of a whole, you have to trade Pettersson too. You can't trade one guy because I guess the locker room was pretty divided on both guys. You had guys that were in love with TJ Miller, and you have guys that love Petey. And when you traded Miller, you pissed off those guys that were behind Miller.
Here in 18 minutes.
That's exactly it. Like that's exactly it. That's what I'm hearing is they traded the wrong guy.
I don't mind that from Connor McDavid. Don't state your case and say, hey, we're working hard.
But
We finally look like we're going to get a call, and then we don't get it. Top players don't like that too much, and I think for Connor McDavid, that voice can be heard, and he goes over the right way and does it smartly.
Shots are now 13-3 for the Oilers. I think they're more closer to 13-4 or 5, but that's just me. Yeah, it's all a matter of what you could get for Pettersson, right? I think that the ask was too much from Vancouver, and teams were not willing to make that trade. Whereas Vancouver's ask for JT Miller was way less. And hey, he got to reunite in the Rangers, right? Former Ranger draft pick. Bad giveaway there by the Oilers forwards again at the blue line. I mean, that was a hook and a half on the Oilers defenseman, but hey. Offside. Offside, Oilers.
But another bouncing puck, we've seen it all period long.
It's been bouncing all over the ice here at Enterprise Center. And, you know, that could be tough. And you saw it bounce again in the offensive zone for the Blues. Parayko with the step down on the wall keeps it alive. And then on the transitional play, it was happening early on in that shift. They had an opportunity to get out. Neighbors with a good backtrack keeps it alive, and it was an extended shift with a chance from a sharp angle by Parayko. St. Louis has stayed in the hunt for the puck too, but they just haven't been able to kind of...
20 seconds left to go in the period. Nothing. Shots are 13-3. Apparently that's offside Edmonton, which is bullshit. We're not getting goalie, Joe. We're not getting goalied at all. I'd say... I'm going to go out on a huge limb and say 8 of those 13 shots the Oilers have scored are from the blue line or circles that had no shot in going in the net. A shooter-tooter could have made those saves. You know what I mean?
Ended with one of the most iconic goals in NHL history. Eiserman from the blue line hurt himself in the celebration. That's right. Good nugget. Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I won't be doing the stream tomorrow. Just a heads up. Late notice, I know there will be no stream tomorrow. My father-in-law is in town. So I'm going to spend some time upstairs watching the hockey game with him. And that's it for period number 1. Oh, what could have been for the Oilers, what could have been. Needed a goal. Needed a goal. Hey, they needed a goal, but at least they didn't get scored on. Right? Like, that's silver lining. (13-3) were the shots for the Oilers. Oh. Yeah, everyone wants Arvidsson to do something, and I get what they're doing. I get what they're saying. I understand it, but we didn't get Arvidsson for the 82 game season. Like I've. How do I say this without sounding like a complete asshole? I know it's hard for me not to sound like an asshole because I am one. The Oilers didn't go out and get Arvidsson and Perry for the 82 game regular season. They got Arvidsson and they got Perry. They re-signed Perry for the 26 game postseason, if that makes any sense. As long as Arvidsson's out there and not being a negative, Oilers fans have to understand he's not here for the 82 game slug. He's here for the 26 game win you a cup. And that's one thing I really gotta stress on Oilers fans is this is a playoff team regardless. And it sucks. I hate that we've now become the Toronto Maple Leafs of the West. I hate that we've now become that team that's, it's a given, we're in the playoffs every year. We're guaranteed a playoff spot every year, so 82 games don't matter. 82 games don't matter. We're going to be in the playoffs, whether we're 8th place or 1st place, we're in the playoffs. These 82 games are just a dress rehearsal, right? So I get the frustration, just like I get the frustration of Stuart Skinner. Guys, I get the frustration of Stuart Skinner needs to be better in the first period and his inconsistencies. I get it. I understand it. But he shows up in the playoffs. I've said this before and I'll say it again. He was reason number 1 the Oilers went 7 against Florida. If you look at the games, all the games in that final, the Oilers were outscored 2-1. 3-2, except for game 4, which I think was the 8-1 game, whatever game was that. But the rest of them were very much you know what I mean? Like the rest of the games were very much Florida dominated. Florida scored a lot of goals, and Skinner had no help. But no, like I agree. Like I understand where the hate, like where the criticism is coming from on Arvidsson and Skinner too, and Bouchard. Like I understand the criticism. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's not deserved. It is, but we have to remember that this Oiler team is going to be in for an 82 game grind of dress rehearsals, and come playoff time, that's where we're going to see. Now, let me caveat this and quote this with you. If Arvidsson fails to show up in the postseason, and if Skinner has a bad postseason, this offseason could get dicey for the Oilers. But anyways, let's talk about the other town score, because there was a lot of games going on, as per mentioned. And then I got to run upstairs and save a child, apparently. We got someone screaming bloody murder upstairs. By the way, thank you again, Edmund, for the jersey. Man, it looks sick. It's a little big on me, but that's okay. I don't mind bigger. I'd rather be a little bigger than a little tight, because that means I got to lose weight. So anyways, out of town scoreboard. Jesus, no wonder my computer was running slow. Jesus Christ. Why are we yelling? Anywho's, after 2, Boston 2, Minnesota nothing. After 2, Buffalo 3, Columbus 1. With about 1 minute remaining in the second period, Ottawa 2, Tampa Bay 2. After 2, Capitals 2, Panthers 2. 13 minutes left to go in the second period. New York Islanders 1. The Vegas Golden Knights nothing. After 1, nothing, St. Louis Edmonton. 2 minutes left to go in the first period. It's looking like a 0-0 game, Carolina-Winnipeg. Games have yet to start. Calgary takes on Toronto. Philadelphia's in Utah. Colorado's in Vancouver. Detroit's in Seattle. Dallas is in Anaheim. Montreal is in San Jose. Now that you got it good and understood, I will leave you with the Ritz. Not with the Schlitz, but with the Ritz. Ooh, deer sausage. Deer sausage and sauerkraut? Ooh. Concerns. What concerns do I have? Do I have concerns with the Oilers goaltending and giving up, not starting on time? Absolutely. That would be my concern. Starting on time is hard for the Oilers. They don't start on time. I wouldn't put that on the goaltending, though. Yeah, careful with that guy, though. He got his jerseys from China. He has a third. I know a guy you're talking about, Jodes. I know a guy you're talking about. He has his jerseys from China come over. But yeah, I'll leave you guys. I can go fix what the situation is with the kid. I'll be back. Enjoy the rest of the first period. Enjoy the Ritz. Lubo, you're the biggest troll I know. You are the biggest troll that lives under the smallest bridge in the world. No, I'm cheating. Whew. It's kind of funny. Northern, everyone's like, I wonder what she sounds like. And then you spoke, and it was like, oh, she does have a voice. She doesn't just speak in emojis. I got a kick out of that last night. Yeah, I saw the pics too, and I was contemplating buying a few jerseys from them myself. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Those that Stuart Skinner 74 Winter Classic one looks good. The Draisaitl oil drop one looks good. Not gonna lie, a few of them look really good. Yeah, he's in Edmonton actually. Northern, yeah, the guy that's selling the jerseys is in Edmonton. Pretty cool. But yeah, as soon as I saw them and how little they were, it's like either A, you stole them from Jersey City, or B, you got them from China and you paid $30. Yeah, no, Edmund, this is the official AHL jersey. The ones we're talking about look legit. They look legit. It's just the coloring is a bit off. So my wife wanted me to write down something. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, jeez. And period 2 is underway. Lubo, you're a clown. You're a character.
This year, the Oilers have outscored or outshot their opposition.
Shots are 13-3 for the Oilers.
In a period. That's time Carolina for the most. Wanted you know it, Edmonton and Carolina have been 1-2. Shot differential all year long. Flipped ahead to Corey Perry as we're underway here in the second period. Perry battling for possession. Bouchard a strike to McDavid. Lays it off to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl cross ice. One-timer.
Draisaitl hits the post.
Similar to the setup of Robert Thomas that we saw in the first period. McDavid a short little 6-foot pass.
This is really good.
Posties.
Draisaitl fights off the check. Another spin right there through the stick of Thomas. He finds McDavid, but instead of taking the one-timer, he changes the angle again, and you're right. That little tap past the Bouchard, he puts it on a key for him. Watch out. You can see shooting lane opens up, and Bennington has to react a little bit to the left, then to the right. That one rings the bar. Great chance. And Bouchard had a goal and an assist in the loss to Toronto on Saturday. Comes in with 15 points and a +12 rating over his last 17 games. Nugent Hopkins. Now, good job, Klingberg. Don't wind it around, stepping up his nurse to jab at it. But ultimately, Braden Shen will come away with this puck for St. Louis. The captain stripped by Arvidsson. Chance for Edmonton. Arvidsson rolls backward, kicked it out. Darnell Nurse. Now Klingberg looking for a lane. It's not there, and he coughed it up. Dylan Holloway. Ahead to Kyrou, then back to Holloway.
What a back check by Klingberg. Arvidsson 2-on-1. Hyman, the ref would not get out of the way. This is what I'm talking about. It's a 2-on-1 for the Edmonton Oilers, and instead of going against the boards like you fucking should be, you're skating in the middle of the fucking lane. Spatial awareness in today's NHL officiating is just garbage. It's not there. If there's too many of you on the ice, you can't get out of the way of the play, don't be an NHL official. Kulak gets dumped in front of his own net. No call, right, ref? Freaking garbage.
Skinner's made a couple of key defensive plays lately for the Edmonton Oilers.
He's had 3 in this game.
Oh, like, get the hell out of the fucking way, man. Go along the wall. You should never be in the middle of the ice.
He was the one back to break it up. Those are things the coaches notice, Jeff. He's trying to keep himself.
The players aren't going to skate along the boards. When they're coming on a 2-on-1 breakaway, they're not going to go along the boards. Good hit there by Bush. What a play there by Pod Colson. No icing. Shots are 15-5 for the Oilers. Nothing is the score. 16.5 left to go in the second period. I mean, the game's going by quickly, but not that quickly. Belted, he got slew-footed. He got fucking slew-footed. Belted. Check out what happens here if they show the better angle. Look at Thomas's foot.
Here's a 2-on-1 and Arvidsson elects to shoot it. Maybe looking for that rebound off the left pad of Bennington, but he controls that one back into the middle. There's Jeff Skinner, as you mentioned, Jack. Third time he's come back and broken up the play.
All right, not Slewfoot. Drysdale just fell over on his own feet. He just fell over on his own 2 feet. My bad, I take that back. I'm allowed to make mistakes too, once in a while.
Face-off comes free. Emberson, a reset for the Oilers.
Come on, guys, let's go though.
Snap it back in. Skinner to knock it down. Quickly sent over by Kulak to Emberson. The outlet, Hyman won a battle from Fowler to the net. Denied by Bennington. Then Cole tuck it short side. And we've got our first penalty of the night. It will be a hook.
But that play shouldn't have been blown. I don't care that it's a power play for Edmonton. That puck was still loose, and it was... What are we doing, official? What are we doing there? Like, why is that...
Nice swim move here. A little spin right there as Hyman battles the stick of Fowler. And then that little tweak into the arm right there, I believe, is where Fowler was called. And I think
Fowler going to the box. Like,
I didn't think that this had been possession by the St. Louis Blues. It was whistled down a little quickly. But first power play drawn on that nice power move by Zach Hyman.
Oiler power play this year, 24%, 8th in the league, and the Blues have given up 8 goals.
you got to win that face-off, though, if you're the Oilers.
Power play over the last 7 years. Gave it shorthanded chance. Thomas denied for a 3rd time tonight by Stuart Skinner.
See what happens when they don't win that face-off? It ends up being a 2-on-1 the other way.
Brought to you by Play Alberta Sportsbook. Blues penalty kill has been
Fucking garbage, man. And the pass got intercepted. Come on, guys. Just no urgency, man.
Jim Montgomery talked about this morning. Felt they needed to be a little more aggressive, and they turned that puck over a couple of times. Here's the chance.
Oilers have zero urgency on their power play.
Through Bennington, and he swallows that one up.
Gotta win this face-off if you're Draisaitl.
Draisaitl leads the team and ranks 5th in the league with 10 power play goals this season. Off the draw. Hyman couldn't find it. Hard rail, not out, kept alive, but second effort. Good work by Ronnie Foxon.
It's too easy, man.
through the penalty to Fowler.
It's too easy.
And here's Bouchard. Working his way through the neutral zone. McDavid, the last man into the offensive zone, centering past Nugent-Hopkins. Draisaitl one time when he fired wide, short side, rebound Bouchard.
40 seconds left to go in the power play. Scores! Connor McDavid! 1-0 Oilers.
Well, the aggression we talked about.
Shoot the fucking puck.
Power play goals against in the last 7 games.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna. Be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay because coffee is cheap. I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, blood is just like a boy. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in and send it.
Perfectly placed shot by the Edmonton captain. 1-0 Edmonton, who have controlled the entire period. Entire game so far. Assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. His 22nd of the year.
Olsen had a breakaway from Connor Brown, missed it. Bennington takes that puck and moves it up the middle of the ice. Turned over by Texier and Colson.
Pod Colson just throws the puck out of the zone.
The other way by Sundqvist, and at home will leave it for Rivers, so reset. Braden Shen takes over for St. Louis. Phil Broberg in over the line. Dylan Holloway fell down. Jeff Skinner left it for Darnell Nurse. Noah Phil, snapshot off target. Skinner fires.
I agree, Epic. I agree. He needs to shoot more on the power play.
Captain, a drive from distance, and that was blocked by Full. The outlet to Broberg.
Thank you, Danny.
Off the gut, advanced through, Shen by Holloway. Jeff Skinner rolls over to take possession. Here comes Noah Phil. Jab at it. Captain's looking down at his skates. There's Marenko. Drives Holloway. Shot this time low.
Holloway almost gets that. Kasperi Captain's career game 500 is today? Yeah, geez.
Points in his last 18 games. St. Louis' second leading scorer entering tonight, behind only Kyrou.
Terrific breakout season for Dylan Holloway. Really carried over.
Writing that down.
Confidence he built in the playoffs last year during the Stanley Cup final at Edmonton, and he's carried him right into this year.
He's also getting the ice time, averaging more than 16 minutes a night.
That's right. We are all Islander fans tonight.
Here's Arvidsson.
Yeah, bring her on down. Bring the mini U on down. Make it snappy pappy on the other one going to bed, though. Hey, shots are 18-8, 18-9 now.
Is able to come up with it with 11-12 remaining in this second period. Connor McDavid on the Oiler power play puts the Visitors up front.
Yes, Trucker, they did get a power play goal. McDavid, his 22nd of the year, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. Because of course it was, you know. Also, speaking of the Condors, did you guys watch the All-Star Skills competition today? Man, oh man. Savoy, fastest skater. Savoy went 8 for 4, taking out the targets. got tied for second place. That kid can skate. That kid can shoot. Next year, expect him in the top 6 with the Edmonton Oilers. Hi, you. What? Yeah, that Savoy kid can play hockey. That's why I don't want to see him this year. Because if he's called up this year, he'll play in the bottom 4. Hi. 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 It's not the shots. It's where the shots come from, to me. Yanis. Oh, I was looking for that hat, too. Interesting.
Well, maybe if you check your...
I did check it, and I didn't realize it was that deep.
And you knew that coming into this game, when he's held out the score sheet, he just seems to find a way to make something happen. And that's why he's such a terrific...
No, they're not going to trade Savoy for rental. There's no way in Sam hell no are they going to trade Savoy for rental.
He's a dangerous player in the next game.
No, Janice, I disagree. I think Savoy's untouchable. And I don't like that narrative, and I don't understand that narrative. The Oilers don't need to make a big swing. I hate that. Like, that's just me. The Oilers don't need to make a big move at the trade deadline. They can go out and use their 3rd round pick and 4th round pick to get a guy from Seattle, a guy from Utah, or hey, this kid from Chicago, this young kid from Chicago, Dylan Donato. He is going to be a future Oiler. Matthew Savoy is going to be a future Oiler. If they trade anywhere in our AHL, it'll be goaltending or defenseman. You watching the hockey game? Jalapeno, anything does not rock. Sorry, sir. The word jalapeno means hot. No, no, nai, nai. Niet, niet. Yeah, no. See, even Rosie knows. No. No. She hears it all the time. That's why she knows the word no. Yeah. There you are, Epic. There isn't one. Unless you go out and you get a top scorer from somebody or a top defenseman from somewhere. Shots are now 17-9 for the Oilers. 1-0 Edmonton. 9 minutes left to go in the second period. It's all good, Trucker. You know what? I don't understand when Canadian people are upset. Buy Canadian, don't buy American. I would buy Canadian if more Canadian products were cheaper. My budget does not allow me to buy solely Canadian products. What a play by Klingberg. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Come on, boys. You're kind of making my job hard, you know that, right? So if the Oilers score, I'm going to have no arm to do anything with. What a save! Breakaway save by Stuart Skinner. Holy hell, how does that happen? How the fuck does that happen? Bad turnover by the Oilers forwards turns into a breakaway for Jacob Neighbors.
Back far enough, and it got picked off and sent Neighbors in. Oh, nice pass out of the zone.
Oh, Bouchard, pay attention.
Pass. Walker couldn't get a tip on it. Justin Fulcher shot off the pass and Skinner. Haven't seen him utilize the post.
Well,
He had it ready. I liked it.
thank God that went out of play. Holy Christ.
Stuart Skinner, 8:11 to go, second period. The Blues, all of a sudden, Neighbors break.
Wow. You can thank Stuart Skinner for that, boys. What a bad giveaway at the blue line. It's kind of sad that teams watch us and they know the Oilers are going to get the puck away at the offensive blue line. Like clockwork, like milk. Oilers have puck at offensive blue line, the forward's going to give the puck away. Here, play with the cup. Oh, I love hickory sticks. Dan, I love me some hickory sticks, man. Like, and they're just so expensive. Like I said, I have a few Canadian friends of mine that are very pro-Canada and got upset when I said I'm not going to buy solely Canadian. And the reason why I would never buy solely Canadian is because of the fact that unless you make Canadian products cheaper than the American product, I can't go solely Canadian. I live on a budget. I shop on a budget. And if that Canadian food does not fall under the budget, I will buy the American all day, every day. You want, if Canadian produce and Canadian distributors want us to buy Canadian, make your products $2 less than the American one. There's no reason why you are making record profits year after year and still raising prices. No, you're not wrong, Trucker. They won't remember that play, but if the Oilers get scored on right here, like we get scored on and end up losing this game, they'll remember that they lost the game, but they won't remember the amazing save Stuart Skinner made in the second period and first to keep this score tied. Oh, please go buy some hickory sticks, Dad. If you can, buy some. Oh, you live in the States. I could send some to you. Absolutely epic. Like, I don't understand why our prices are 4 times more than the American ones. If there was any way that I could send you a big bag of hickory sticks, I would, Dan. I absolutely would. Shots are now 18-12. They were 13-3 for Edmonton. St. Louis has poured it on. Luvo, that's awesome. That is awesome.
But Thomas is the kind of player that can take over a game. One of the elite passers in the game that can find players in the slot. Braden Shen's heart and soul. You know, listen, he's the guy that leads by example. He's not afraid to go out there, throw down. We saw him in, the outdoor game.
This song is so stupid and sends the wrong message.
They weren't doing that well, and obviously approaching his 1,000th game that he slotted to play February 27th in Washington, the only game in the
Yeah, I get its population, Trucker. I completely understand
the
it.
only time in history the two brothers played 1,000 games the same year. We saw Luke October 17th play his 1,000th in Nashville, and Braden will play his.
I understand its population base, but still. You want us to buy Canadian, make it cheaper. You guys came for a hockey game, and instead I'm giving you lectures on buying Canadian. Economics 101. I get milk right from the source. Cow. Also get my eggs right from the source too. When you can get milk and eggs from the source, you're winning half the battle. I'd love to see an Oiler player just drill Dylan Holloway when he has his head down. He skates too much with his head down. What a nice save there by Skinner. Skinner! Kasperi Kapanen needs to do something. Janmark off the post. Oh, did you hear that ting? Ting, ting. Echo. Brown gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard, fake slap shot. You gotta take that shot, Bouch. Ooh, save made by Bennington. What do you mean, Chucker, for all that? Was that because, is that the Canadian economy or the American one? Because I can tell you the American one is not good for wages. Wage-wise, I know a server down in the States that's making $5 an hour. Fuck. I couldn't live off $5 an hour. Can you imagine that? That's your salary is $5 an hour. What's the Vegas game at, he says. Well, I'm glad you asked. It is too many to not enough for the Islanders. No, it's 1-0 Islanders after two. Are you crying? Are you crying? Are you crying? Okay, Ovechkin's going to get an empty net goal, guys. Florida Panthers are losing 4-3 against the Washington Capitals. Empty net for Florida. Yeah, Skinner's playing so well. Those stats for Canada? True. Shitty wages for Canada is not true. We get paid pretty well in Canada for doing jobs that are mundane. Anyway, in Alberta, it's $15 minimum wage in Alberta, which is pretty damn good. And we don't pay as high a taxes as the rest of the provinces. So. I mean, I don't remember the last time I made $15 an hour, but...
It's about the details in the game, and Chris Knobloch will like seeing that exertion and attention to detail.
Yeah, you're not wrong, right? Washington's going to win the President's Trophy just to be out in round one. Yes, Princess, I hear you.
Consistent in that regards about the other dimensions of the game. He's really digging in the defensive side, and that's good to see.
Well, as you get later in your career, you've got to explore those other dimensions. As Corey Perry has.
A great example.
Minimum wage in Alberta is $15 an hour. I get that it's nothing to some people, but no, absolutely. But see, that's I don't want to talk too much about economics and why I don't mind minimum wage being $15 an hour. Maybe that'll be something I talk about in the second period if I don't have Rose screaming in my ear. It might be 17 now. Like I said, I haven't had a $15 an hour pay job since I was like 20. Another big save by Stuart Skinner.
He's looked at the sky every time because he knows it.
Can't foul him. Marinko a shot. The save made by Stuart Skinner locks it in.
Century Casino. All in, all games, all season. Country Casino. Great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile Racetrack. Welcome to the Winner's Zone.
There's another great chance. Little cycle down low. Buchnevich right to Thomas in the wheelhouse. And a great little pickup of that pass. And he gets it away. And again, looks to the skies.
Where's your Susu?
That opportunity. At least 3 great A's for Thomas in this game.
Bouchard working his way through the neutral zone. Shot blocker away by Bennington. Now long distance. And Bennington able to locate it through traffic.
All right.
McDavid setting the screen in front as Bennington puts that to rest.
Good save.
I can't remember when I made favorites. Like, it's been a while since I made that.
Bennington, when you're up against the goaltender, you know that likes to see the puck. He doesn't really see this one. He was up high looking around McDavid.
Yeah, another one.
He knew where that puck was going. That's a soft.
Scores 1-0, Grandma. Thanks for walking in. McDavid got the goal on the power play, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. I haven't updated the board yet. I apologize.
In front of the net, good things happen.
I kind of have my hands full with the situation.
Offensive zone face-off.
That's what we're going to call you from now on, K-Rose.
Off the draw, here comes Korchenko. Worked around, Draisaitl, under control.
3 minutes to go in the second period.
So Edmonton and a 2-point lead with a game in hand in the division. Those results hold up.
I don't want to touch
Just a pair of one-goal games. This is all we're talking about. Draisaitl tried to shovel it down low. Fowler able to cut it off, and now Ronnie Coxer with the pitchfork it in, only to have it knocked down. Bouchard was
high-sticking power play coming up for Edmonton. Their second power play of the game. Can they go 2 for 2?
Carbon X is proud to partner with the Edmonton Oilers to help them offset emissions and score big in sustainability.
Nathan Walker's heading over to the penalty box here. And they'll just have a little discussion before they make the call. Not sure if it's it is going to be 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
See if there's 2 or 4. As every high stick, they do go check the player just to make sure. And you're going to see Walker as he tries to lift the stick.
Ooh, no, it's Fosca.
It was Fosca that got him.
They got the wrong guy.
Walker was kind of looking, saying, "Hey, what are you talking about? I don't think I did anything." But it looked like he was the one motioning.
Get the right guy in the box. Get the right guy in the box. Get Fosca.
Definitely a high stick.
They're going to get it fixed.
Definitely a high stick, but they got the wrong guy in front of
Yeah.
us. Fosca thought he was, hey, I got away with one, but Walker's like, well, I didn't do anything. Why am I in the sit bin? So they switch it. I don't mind that, though. Good one. There was certainly a high stick from the referee's perspective. That's what he saw with the slap in the face with the stick. But it was Fosca that did it. Second power play.
Oilers converted their first. It was McDavid, Bouchard, and Draisaitl. That broke the scoreless tie. 26 minutes into the hockey game. Now Nugent Hopkins. The dish to Bouchard, a blast, a rebound. And
Ooh, that was just what I
Draisaitl
wanted.
and Bennington down and out. McDavid, the handoff to Bouchard. Now Draisaitl. McDavid steps up. Draisaitl one-timer and a save.
McDavid needs to shoot that puck, though. Quit giving it to Draisaitl. Shoot it. You're in the slot. Shoot it. Come on, guys. Let's pass. Pass one time, shoot. Pass one time, shoot. Pass one time, shoot. There we go. Nice shot by Boosh. Pass and shoot. Pass and shoot. Pass and shoot. Shoot and score. Shoot and score. Shoot and score. Shoot and score.
Grabs it in one motion, gets himself in the slot, and then gets a damning chance on this rebound right there. He knows he had a wide open net. Bennington has been active in the net. He always is. A moving goalie, looking around people, likes to battle up to get up, cut down the angle. He was out of position on the Draisaitl chance, but swallowed that one up. Threw a little bit of a screen with the glove.
Hey, Stuart, how's it going? No, they're not passing as much, which is good. But they just got to still pass it less and move their feet a bit more. What? Who's bad? Are you bad?
In the first 3 games, the Oilers started 0-3, 6-7.
Are you bad? Is that who bad is? Yeah? Okay. She's ratting on herself, guys. She's a little tattletale on herself. Oilers hold the zone, thankfully. 40 seconds left to go in the power play. Minute and a half left to go in the second period. Sloppy passes, man. This is what I mean by they're just way too passy. This power play is going to be over nothing. 26-16 shots for the Oilers. 1 for 2 on the power play. 1-0 is the score.
Increase in the pressure in the defensive zone by the St. Louis Blues in the penalty kill. It's working for them. It's turning pucks over. It's bobbling them in. Edmonton has still come up with it a couple of times. But again, just quick pressure into the zone result in the turnover and down minutes. And the only they have to get better at is the penalty kill. Although they've given up the power play goal on a wicked shot by Connor McDavid, this is a good goal.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute remaining in the second period. Oh my sakes.
Here's inside, drops it off, Kyrou. Getting behind, trying to send one in front for Holloway, broken up and cleared to Corey Perry. Off to successful.
You know, we can't have you bouncing your head off.
To generate pressure, couldn't get a chance, and now it's Arvidsson. Against Ryan Suter, through 2 men to Perry. One-timer Kulak and scrolled out Binnington. Sees the shot blocked in front of him. Holloway. Kyrou.
Good play there by Janmark. Good defense by Klingberg. But that's where the defenseman needs to come in. That's where Connor Brown needs to come down and help out. Here comes Klingberg. Shoot that, man. Oh, you gotta shoot that puck. Oilers are too passy. And that'll be it for the second period. 1-0 Edmonton after 2. Oilers leading. Oilers leading. Ooh.
Good Lord, there's so much to talk about. So, the reason why I have friends that do make, going back to this wage business, talking about murder business. I have friends that make minimum wage. And I tell them all the time, you're making minimum wage for starting your job. You work that job for 6 months, you're going to get a raise. You're no longer making minimum wage. You're going to make minimum rate. The minimum amount of raise that you're going to get is 25 cents. The maximum amount of raise is whatever the company decides on. So yes, for the first 6 months when you start a job that is not educational wise or trades wise, you're going to make $15 an hour, $17 an hour, whatever minimum wage is for the first 6 months. And if you're garbage at your job, they're going to keep you as close to minimum wage as possible. If you're good at your job, they'll pay you accordingly. So that's why I hate when people say, well, I make minimum wage, it's not livable. Give it 6 months. If you're good at your job, they'll give you a raise and you won't be living like that. I'm not to say you're ever going to get a livable wage in Alberta, but... Why? What's blah? But again, let's do the out-of-town scoreboard. Knuckles, I hear your mutter. I hear the mutter hubber coming. I hear ya. You're good for now. Until she decides, hey, I'm not doing this no more. 2-0 Boston with 2 minutes left to go. Ow, my eye. In the third period. Make it a final. Buffalo 3, Columbus 2. Tampa 3, Ottawa 2. 2 minutes remaining there. 3 minutes remaining in the period for Pittsburgh, New Jersey. 2 minutes remaining with the Capitals, Panthers. Start of the third period, 1-0 Islanders. I'm going to have to refresh this situation, because apparently it's a lot of things have changed. Oh, here's your soother. Thank you. Oh my goodness, worked out the arms. Alright, sorry folks, we're going to start all that over again because holy Donna, a lot of things have changed. Maple Leafs, Flames, 0-0 in the first period. After 2, the Oilers won, the Blues, 0. The Bruins have beat the Minnesota Wild 2-0. The Lightning have beaten the Ottawa Senators 4-2. The Devils and the Penguins are heading into overtime. The Capitals 5, the Panthers 3, make that a final. The Islanders, with 13 minutes left to go in the third period, are up 1-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. The Jets are up 2-0 after 2 against Carolina Hurricanes. Flyers are up 1-0 halfway through the first over the Utah Hockey Club. Games still to be underway. Red Wings, Kraken, Stars, Ducks, Canadians, Sharks. And I think the Avalanche Canucks game is also yet to be played. The Sabres beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. Now that you got it good and understood. Oh, I agree, McIntyre. Oh, what a great name. For those of you guys don't know, McIntyre was an Oiler. He wore 33. I met McIntyre a few times. Man, that kid could fight.
Yeah, I know you can't hear me very well. I know you can't hear me well.
I didn't have the headset on. I was way too far away. I know. I had the headset on because Rosie likes going after the headset. But yes, McIntyre 33, one of the most favored enforcers the Oilers ever had. Couldn't skate a lick, but definitely what is going on? Yeah, McIntyre was a beast, man. Hopefully that helps, but we'll see. Wowzers. So much going on to talk about. I may have to get rid of the puck media. Money puck situation. Oh, absolutely. Dave Brown will always be one of my top enforcers. McSorley was up there until he decided, hey, sticks are a deadly weapon. Why am I using so much computer usage? Jesus. Dang it, Vegas, go away. What's the score? 1-0 Edmonton. Who's in net? Stuart Skinner. How many shots he faced? Not enough. I'll be completely honest with you. Shots are 26-16 for Edmonton after 2. Let's talk about the rest of the scores, shall we? Excuse me. Face-offs, 26. Sorry, shots on goal. That second period, shots on goal, favored St. Louis heavily. 13-13 were shots on goal in that second period. Overall, 26 for Edmonton, 16. So they took 3 shots in the first period, did St. Louis. Face-off percentage, St. Louis has 57, Edmonton has 42. Power plays 1 for 2 are the Edmonton Oilers. St. Louis hasn't had one yet. I'm going to suspect they're going to get the first one in the third period. Hits are 18-10 for St. Louis. Block shots are 11-9 for St. Louis. Giveaways 12 for Edmonton, 10 for St. Louis. Takeaways 5 for Edmonton, 4 for St. Louis. This is game 2 of the 3-game meeting. Game 1, the Oilers won December 7th, 4-2. They are leading this one after 2, 1-0. And we play each other again April 9th in Edmonton. A few things I want to look at right quickly here. Box scores. Noah Philp has played 6 minutes, 19 seconds, 10 shifts. Oh, friggin' Jesus. He's 25% on the face-off dot. 1 hit and 1 giveaway. Just not good enough, man. Klingberg has played 12 minutes and 11 seconds. He has 14 shifts, and he has 1 giveaway. Also, he's played well defensively. He's taken the puck away once or twice and actually stopped St. Louis from getting anything going one point in time. But hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. What do I know? I'm just a loudmouth Oilers fan. What are the other teams versing in other games? What? I just said all that noise. You want me to say it again? Pay attention. Listen. Use your ears. No, I kid. Listen with your ears and not your eyes. Alright, let's think things out. He just got here. Alright, well. If he's going to be a day late and $1 short. Okay, so the rest of the out-of-town scoreboard. Out-of-town scoreboards. Capitals beat the Panthers 6-3. Oh yeah, 2. How do you let in 2 empty netters? And one of the, it's like the league is purposely trying to have Ovechkin get this thing. He scores with 1 second left on the clock. So they scored 2 empty netters, Washington did. Holy fuck. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but fuck me with this bullshit Ovechkin. Capitals beat the Panthers 6-3. Lightning beat the Senators 4-3. Sabres beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. The Bruins beat the Wild 3-0. Oilers 1, Blues nothing after 2. In a shootout, Devils 2, Penguins 2. In the third period, Vegas 1, Islanders 1. Second intermission, Jets 2, Hurricanes nothing. Flyers 1, Utah nothing after 1. Games yet to be decided, determined, or even underway. Red Wings are in Seattle. Dallas is in Anaheim. Montreal's in San Jose. Colorado's in Vancouver. And right now the Flames are up 1-0 on the Maple Leafs. Oy, oy, oy. Wait, what? That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened, Lubo. They pulled the goalie. They're now down 5-3. You literally have 30 seconds left in the game and you pulled the goalie. I swear to my God that teams are purposely letting this guy score empty net goals just so he can break the record. I mean, hey, I broke the record, but I scored 50% of my goals in empty netters. It's almost like the league is purposely letting him do it this year so he goes away next year. Thank you, Islanders, for the goal-ahead goal. 2-1 Islanders. I think that's what it is. I think the league is literally trying to be like, hey, get this goddamn Russian out of here. Let him break the record. That way he can just leave next year. We won't have to play with him. Won't have to deal with him. I mean, the Russians are no longer allowed to play at the Olympics. In case everybody doesn't know, the Russians were denied access to play at the Olympics this year. The Russians and Belarusians were told, sorry, we don't want you guys at the Olympics this year, so no international competition again for those teams. Such a shame, such a shame, such a shame. It is absolutely a betting business, and if you bet on Ovi every game to score a goal, you're going to win your money. Do I think Cam Talbot was better than Stuart Skinner when he's on the Oilers? Yes. Equivocally, yes. I think Cam Talbot was a smidge ahead of Stuart Skinner when he was on the Oilers. Cam Talbot now? Not a chance. Not a chance is Cam Talbot now better than Stuart Skinner now. But Cam Talbot when he was an Oiler was absolutely better than Stuart Skinner was right now. But you're comparing two different goalies at the same time. You're comparing Cam Talbot, who had the athleticism and the God-given ability to make a lot of left-to-right lateral movement saves, where Stuart Skinner, being 6'10", he relies on positioning and he relies on position and not moving too much left to right. And a lot of it has to do with our goalie coach. I don't care what people say about Stuart Skinner being a bad goalie. He's not. It's the goalie coach and the way he's coached. And this is what I keep telling Oiler fans that keep telling me that Stuart Skinner sucks. And he sucked for years and years and can't beat top teams. What were his AHL stats? What was his WHL stats? Did he win a champion in the WHL? Did he win a championship with the WHL? Yes. Did he win an AHL championship? Yes. So why now all of a sudden do you think he sucks? I think it has everything to do with this goalie coach. I think this goalie coach in Edmonton has outlived his usefulness. You can't be here for over a decade and go through Dubnyk, Talbot, Koskinen, Smith, Delorier. The list goes on and on and on. You can't be here for this long and go through so many really good goalies, Brossoit, and not think maybe you're the problem. Kind of what Taylor Swift says, hi, hey, the problem is me. Maybe it's our goalie coach. He's the problem.
The Oilers and Blues. Almost the collision course of 2022 in St. Louis
But that's just me.
was by far
Third period is underway.
competition on the Avalanche's way to the Stanley Cup. Blues eliminated
1-0 Edmonton. No score in the first period. 1 goal scored by McDavid on the power play, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. I will update everything for you in the first commercial break.
Blues have not been in the postseason since, and they're 7 points out going tonight. Here comes Bouchard walking in, trying to dish, and that was tipped away. And that's a penalty, just a lazy penalty taken by Cam Fowler. That's his second of the game.
Maybe a frustration penalty.
Draisaitl gives it up to Torrey Perry. Shoulder wrister. Draisaitl took a one-timer that sailed by. Extra attack thrown for Edmonton.
Power play coming up for the Oilers.
The Oilers looking for real insurance here. Draisaitl to Ekholm. McDavid.
You can't do that if you're Cam Fowler. I'm sorry, bud, but you can't take that.
McDavid.
You're frustrated. You lost an edge, but you can't trip the player.
Here's a quick one-timer to save
Nice save made there by Binnington, though.
by Binnington. But now Edmonton with a power play.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home of no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Teachers.
One up on the rush. He falls down, recognizes this puck, and as he's swinging for it, he just, maybe he doesn't see Ekholm there, and he's just trying to fish for that puck, but he swings the stick, takes down Ekholm. No problem on that call for the officials. A pretty easy one, and Edmonton back to the power play. Sometimes they take 200 feet away from your net. That's the thing. You're a veteran player. You just can't make that play. Not down a goal. Here's Nugent Hopkins. No time for frustration. A 1-0 game. Nugent Hopkins.
And the Oilers start off with the puck, but passy.
Flipped out to Bouchard, and now Nugent Hopkins handles a pass in his feet. Bouchard gives it up to David. One-timer to save made.
And out the zone it goes.
Guided that on net just to make sure it got on net. Binnington able to recover and make a tough stop. Here's McDavid rushing the puck through the neutral zone. Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins. McDavid to Draisaitl, and now McDavid gliding and dishing. Draisaitl under pressure from Broberg. Puck off his stick. And Nathan Walker with a clear up the left-hand side. That'll leave the Oilers with
50 seconds left to go in the power play. Kind of dangerous, kind of not really.
The St. Louis Blues, they've gone with it. The first power play for Edmonton, they scored on it, but they killed off the second one. And good pressure by Broberg there on.
Oh, Renegade, I said that. You know what the guy replied to me as? You're going to get this. You're going to love to hear this, Renegade. Arvidsson falls over and puck goes down the ice. I mentioned that he's only making 2.6. And you know what this guy responds to me as? Well, Stolarz and Wool are making less than what the Oilers tandem's making, and they're winning hockey games. That's exactly what he said to me. Stolarz and Wool for Toronto make less than what the Oilers do, and they're winning their hockey games. Not really. No, the Oilers are ahead of Toronto. Like, that argument to me is so... I almost burst a nut laughing. Yeah, Arvidsson falls down way too much, Kimo. I agree. I think it's his edges. If I'm not mistaken, his edges are set for the soft LA, California ice. He has to get them adjusted to Edmonton ice. He falls a lot more in Edmonton than he does on the road.
Oilers have the regular 5 out there now. McDavid building steam through the neutral
Power play over for the Oilers. A whole lot of skadooshi, nothing. Oh, Perry, you had to just get your stick on it. That was a clean hit. That was a clean hit by Ekholm. I don't understand that by St. Louis at all. That was a clean hit. That was a clean fucking hit. Epic. I wish I could say that was a Toronto fan. It was an Oiler fan that said that.
A solid hit. I mean, Braden Shen's a solid customer too. But there's no question the St. Louis Blues are the ones that came into the scrum and roughed up Ekholm. So, I mean, there it is there. He just steps up.
That's a clean hit.
Into the skates of Shen.
That's a clean hit. Come on, ref. It bounced off his skate.
But I mean, that's really close. Hard to tell whether or not he touched it on that one. I think maybe he gets a stick on it. And Ekholm does have the right to finish him there if he touches it.
That's a fucking hit. That's clean. You want that in hockey. So every time McDavid gets roughed up in the neutral zone or Draisaitl gets touched in the neutral zone, those are calls that should be made, right? What a joke. Shen came into the pile. He's not getting a penalty for that? Wow, game management at its finest. We must be in Missouri. Hey, what state is Kansas City in? Janmark gets his stick slashed out of his hands. No call on that, though, eh? You fucking... Kansas City, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. That's offside. Must be a Missouri thing. Must be Missouri.
Still kind of a little chuckle on Corey Perry reaching back and reeling in Shen from going into the pile. He probably could have had a penalty on that. Here it is here from a really good angle. And he just kind of misses it. So he's attempting to either play this with a stick or off the skate. If not, it's icing. So he was obviously trying to play it, and Ekholm's thinking that's going to be right on the tape. He finishes his check, and like I said, he just kind of put the shoulder in his shin.
So you can't hit in the NHL anymore.
Touched the penalty, but I mean, it was really close. And then I thought maybe some roughing afterwards, but nonetheless, he's the only one in the
St. Louis should have got a penalty for coming in, third guy in.
He didn't allow Shen to get into the scrimmage. Shen had a few words with him afterwards. Stayed disciplined, though, and gets the call. Thomas looking for Fowler. That puck eluded him. Kapanen's pressure forces Binnington way out. They're just dropping off for Cam Fowler. I'm just saying, you see a handful of those per week that go uncalled. I'm sorry. That did not look like a penalty by speed. I'm not saying Edmonton has been perfect in terms of you can find a call.
That was hogwash. Yes, Harry Potter, that was definitely hogwash. Lubo, you thought St. Louis was in Illinois? As long as you don't think Detroit's in Idaho, I think we're okay. Thank you for being here, everybody. My name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. We got 15 minutes left to go in this hockey game. 15 seconds left to go in the power play for St. Louis. Of course, right? Of course. Of fucking course. Of fucking course you call a bullshit penalty and it goes like that. Way to go, referee. Way to go. What a fucking joke.
chipping away at this, and this is something we talked about a little bit in the Toronto game. Enough players around the net, but it's the St. Louis Blues that find this bouncing puck, and it was bouncing, and it was Braden Shen that somehow...
The fuck are you doing, Hopkins? What the fuck are you doing?
Jams it home on the backhand, and
What a fucking clown show of a referee. So you're going to call the next penalty? You're going to call the next one too? So the next time that I see Draisaitl get hit without the puck, McDavid hit without the puck, Hawkins Hyman hit without the puck, a cross check in front of the net, I want to see your arm go fucking up. What a fucking gong show. Why go Blues tonight? Like that's just ridiculous. Whatever. You be you, man. You be you, I guess. Well, I guess that's another penalty too, right? Ekholm ran into somebody. Wow, apparently when we see numbers, we hit people. That's legal. Fuck Dylan Holloway, the little fucking bitch. Anybody who thinks the Oilers missed that little bitch is fucking stupid. Holloway and Broberg, both little fucking babies, chose to leave for what? Not playing playoffs ever? Fucking ever. You won one cup because it was handed to you. Because your fucking girl died. So fucking sick of the league and its jokiness. You're good, man. You're good. What are you doing on two different accounts, my friend? Arvidsson couldn't make a pass to save his life. One penalty, like that's a joke. If you can't fucking beat them 5-on-5. Oh, good fall over there, Klingberg. There's a penalty. He didn't have the puck. We've made that very simple. If you don't have the puck, you can't get hit. Klingberg didn't have the puck. He got fucking mollywopped. I guess what's good for the goose ain't no good for the gander. Fucking league, you joke. You fucking gotta be kidding me. Klingberg doesn't have the puck at all. Not at all, but he gets hit pretty damn good. Hey, that's not called though, right, ref? Can't protect your other players, but hey, that Blues player, got to protect him. Sick and tired of the bullshit, man. Like, if it's a penalty, it's a penalty, it's a penalty. If you're going to call it once, call it twice. Call it 3 times. But if you don't call it one time, don't call it after that. Fucking stupid. It's just weird to me how Skinner makes the first save. Makes the second save. Where's that other defenseman? Where's that forward helping down low? Fucking no man's land, man. Blame Skinner all you guys want, but let's start blaming the defense that don't show up in front of them half the fucking night. That'd be awesome if you did. I agree. You're not wrong, Breaking Bad. This game is fucking tough to watch, man. I don't understand how the Oilers had so many chances to put this game away and didn't. But that's on them, right, guys? We can't be upset about reffing. Like, it's going to be what it is. They're going to be bad in favor of every team that plays against Edmonton. Because we have Draisaitl. We have McDavid. You guys can play through it. You guys can fight through it. Fucking such a ridiculous situation.
Kind of wanted to give it that home, right? I wanted that hit he had on Chip was a pretty perfectly timed hit, but unfortunately for the mean Swede in Edmonton, it's cost them a power play goal against the game's time. So we'll give them
yeah, I don't understand.
Both teams have played a ton of one-goal games this year. Have nearly identical records. Here's again, headed to the net. St. Louis is 13-10.
Holy crap. Get the puck out. Let's go. 12 minutes left to go in the third period. 1-1 hockey game. Shots are 29-18 for Edmonton. Oilers are 1-2 on the power play. St. Louis is 1 for 1 on the power play. No, that's not called. That's a hit to the head by my calculations there, ref. Shen cross checks him now. Hey, somebody want to do something about this fucking ass clown and his stick? Like, holy fuck, ref. Well, yeah, he used the butt end of his stick in his fucking rib cage. I bet that stung him. Parenko just punches Perry in the face. Holy Christ. This game is going to get out of hand and ugly quick unless this ref takes control. I mean, he's already lost. That's the game, folks. That's the fucking game. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke this reffing crew is. What a fucking joke. Fucking joke. This is what happens when you have NHL refs that allow other teams to dictate pace against the Oilers. Well, here's a 2-on-1 for St. Louis. So fucking angry that the officials in this league are allowed to do this night in, night out. I get it, the Oilers had their chance to put the game away and they didn't. But for the refs now to dictate how the pace is played and what you're going to call and not call against who. Bad giveaway there by Ekholm. Well, I guess I'd feel it too when my player gets hit fucking cleanly and I have three guys jump on one guy and the one guy that didn't do anything goes to the fucking box. Imagine that. The one guy that didn't do fuck all goes to the box. Not the guy that jumped in. Not even the second guy that jumped in and took swings. No, the guy that made the clean hit. He goes to the penalty box. What a joke. Oilers are just running around now. Just ride our top guys from now on. Just have McDavid Draisaitl out there for the rest of the fucking game. Drilled and taken down. Oh, yeah. We get it, Bunny. Bunny, we get it. Let's go Blues. We get it, buddy. There's no sense in you repeating yourself a million times. I'm ignoring you, dude. Like, we get it. You're excited about your team winning one game. Jesus. Game's not over yet, though. They didn't show up for 2.5 periods, but hey, get the fortunate power play. That's a hook! He just pitchforked Skinner in the fucking teabag! But that's allowed, ref. You're right, buddy. You're absolutely right. You're allowed to take your stick to somebody's nutsack. Can you fucking imagine if that was Nurse or another Oilers player that did that? No, just... Can you imagine if that was somebody on the Oilers that did that to a Blues player? Took their stick and just jabbed it in a nutsack. Well, no, because the Blue player probably would have fell down. You don't have to be sorry. Just don't say it every 10 seconds. Say it once. Say it twice. You don't need to stop. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to... Sorry, guys.
Against the Edmonton Oilers and Robert Thomas.
Batting call.
The bench just thinking, how in the heck did that one not go the net? Hyman flipping it out for Kulak. His shot deflected just wide.
No, you're not wrong, David. It's so you guys aren't wrong, but the Oilers had chances to put this game away in the second period and didn't. You let St. Louis off the mat, and when you let teams off the mat, this is what happens. Again, there's two we can hear the fucking slashes. Like, ref, you're standing right there. We can hear the slashes on the stick. Like, unless St. Louis mics are on ice level or louder than every other building, we can hear the fucking slashes. It started with a bullshit call that wasn't a penalty, and it just spiraled down from there. You're wrong there, Jodes. They're not going to limp into the freaking break on a losing streak. Enough with that. Like, just... It's frustrating watching guys it's frustrating seeing comments like that. Like, faith, man. Faith.
Back to McDavid. Pressure comes in the form of Fowler.
Can you imagine every other fan base had a fan base like the Oilers? Man, I don't think teams would want to. I'm sorry, guys, but if. Do you guys want to know the truth about why no elite goalie wants to come here? Sorry, I was coughing. Do you want to know why no actual stud player who's not drafted and in their prime wants to come here? They don't want to come here? It's fan base. Fan base, fan base, fan base. It's not the media that bashes them every day. It's not the stress of playing in Canada. It's our fan base. The ridiculousness of the fucking fan base. They have one or two fucking bad games, and you're all over them like, oh, this team fucking sucks. They have slow starts, and you're, trade Skinner. Who are you going to get for Skinner? Oh, trade Arvidsson. Who are you going to get for Arvidsson? Trade Nurse. Trade Bouchard. Who are you going to get for him to replace that productivity? This fan base is one of the worst fan bases in the NHL, and some days I'm sick and tired of being part of it. It's just, man. I don't understand the thinking logic of the Oilers fan base. You want to know why we overpay for players to come here? It's because of us, the fans. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh, Eric, no, we're not the Lakers and the freaking Mavs. I don't know how the Lakers are going to do with Luka. Honestly, I don't think he's going to play well in LA. Like, I've lived through the decade of darkness. I've lived through the glory days of the 80s and the mediocre 90s. Guys, let's be super happy we have a team that we know is in the playoffs, regardless of how well or don't do on a nightly basis. Like, I honestly am telling you guys, this is one game of an 82-game dress rehearsal. So what if they lose tonight? They'll win tomorrow and they'll beat Colorado on the 7th. But there's still 5 minutes left in this game to come back. Like, I get there's frustration. I get it. I get where the frustration is coming from. But we also have to know that if we're frustrated and all we say on social media is negative, 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 you don't think the players on other teams read the posts we put? Fuck. I gotta tell you, surprise. Players don't need to read the posts we put. Their agents do. Their spouses do. Their mothers and fathers do. The players don't need to read shit we put. But people around them do.
Truly Hard Seltzer is a proud fan and preferred hard seltzer of the Edmonton Oilers.
Just an FYI for anyone that puts a bad comment out there about a player, club, or team. You're right, the players don't read our comments. But their agents and spouses do. And their agents have a lot more influence on them than a player does on a team staying or going. There's a trip not called. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Oh, these games cannot finish quick enough sometimes. That's 100% on the Oilers if they lose this game. You let up. You let up and stop playing Oiler hockey. What is Oiler hockey? I don't know right now. But hey, it's game 1 of 1. I hate that I have to be the level-headed Oiler fan in the room that tells people, like, just stop bashing. Stop negative. Like, negativity breeds negativity breeds negativity. Oilers aren't going to go 82-0, and they're not going to go 0-82. Yeah, Picard plays against Chicago. And depending on how that game goes, we might see Picard in Colorado. You're not wrong, Epic. That's exactly it. They failed to take advantage of Blues sitting back on their heels. Hey, Bunny, how's it going? Welcome back home, sir. And they do. They beat non-playoff teams and they beat playoff teams. Empty net for Edmonton. 2 minutes left to go in the third period. 2-1. 2-2! Fuck you, St. Louis Blues! Draisaitl scores. 2-2's the score. We got ourselves a hockey game. Where's the shit talking now, boys?
And as I continue, you know they getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, son, it's just like a boy. Anything it's all good. Let me jump in and sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica.
Once again, Oilers have clawed back. You're not wrong, Barbershop. You're not wrong. Come on, Edmonton. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Now you've got some pressure. Let's go get the third one. Sorry, I might have broken my headset for my Xbox. Sorry, Diane. I chucked my water bottle at my controller for my Xbox, and my headset seems to be the only thing that took the tumble. Oh,
Zach Hyman on the entry jack too is the one that drove that puck in deep. Little redirection got on the forecheck, and that's the possession they needed. But watch Leon Draisaitl.
Like I'm just saying, guys, like we bash this team way too much for what they are.
He gets himself to that spot. Beautiful pass.
Like we are in first place in the Pacific Conference. Oh yeah, Corey Perry, you let him have it. You fucking let him have it. I love it. Like this team is first place in the Pacific. With a win, they'll be second place in the Western Conference. But here we are, bashing them. I get it. I get it. I understand it. Oh, that's awesome, Bunny. That's cool to hear. I wasn't mad at you, Bunny, by the way. You can say go Blues go, just not every 5 seconds. So your original team is St. Louis there, Bunny? 1 minute left to go in the third period. 2-2 hockey game. They'll blow it in the shoot. Come on now, Baker. Breaking Brad. Come on now. They're not going to blow it in the shootout because Hopkins isn't shooting in the shootout. I mean, he's not skating down the ice and blowing a wheel in the shootout. I better make that more. I better make that more clear. Shoot. No, you're wrong. You're not wrong, Renegade. I hate the fact that the Oilers play catch up. Right now, 75% of their games are catch up. I want an Oilers team to stop it. It's almost like they're trying to get themselves seasoned for the playoffs. to see how well they do in 1-goal games.
45 seconds remaining.
Because that was their Achilles heel in the playoffs last year.
Over, two left. Long flipped it right through the middle. Punched back in, Arvidsson. Threw it around the board, stepping up is Darnell Nurse.
Like, we want to say St. Louis is a non-playoff team, sure, but they got some good defense. They're really good defensively. And since they've acquired Cam Fowler, they've been better. Can't believe you're going to say that since they acquired Cam Fowler.
Arvidsson breaks loose down the left-hand side. Victor Arvidsson, a backhander. And Binnington forced to stick that in his hip pocket with 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, that goal by Draisaitl just seems to have elevated Edmonton. Really
Oh, well, that makes sense then. I understand now. You know what? You know what? You cheer for your team.
The St. Louis Blues, give them credit, came out.
You be that diehard Blues fan. I didn't know where you were from, so I completely apologize. Yes, I understand now. Now that I understood, got it good. You do you, boo.
The clock will load up again.
Front end of a back-to-back, remember. Off the face-off.
That's awesome.
Dumps it inside the Edmonton line, and we're going to play
We're going to overtime.
5 minutes of
5 minutes of overtime. You know, that's cool, though. Like, now that I understand, you're not just one of those guys that is like, hey, I cheer for St. Louis because they have cool-looking jerseys. Or they won a cup one time when I was 5 years old. All right, folks. We got ourselves a fucking hockey game, eh? Blues score, because of course they do. Jordan Kyrou on the power play. After Skinner makes 1, 2, 3 really good saves. Ties the game up 1-0. And then, not too long after that, Parenko, due to a lot of interference, makes it 2-1 Blues. But McDavid and Draisaitl said, hold my beer, and they make it 2-2. Face off.
and Thomas here.
Draisaitl's 37th of the year, assisted by McDavid and Ekholm. And that's where we stand.
Point for time regulation. Edmonton will finish tonight in sole possession of first place.
Ooh, sole possession.
And off the draw, it's Draisaitl wrestling possession away from Robert Thomas, who has to be thinking this game has no business being in overtime. He had an empty net to maybe put the game out of reach. Here's McDavid. Looking to end it early in overtime around to Draisaitl. Drags against Holloway, and now Edmonton will reload in the neutral zone. Draisaitl chips it to McDavid, punched away.
Thomas falls over on his own 2 feet and wants a penalty. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, hey, 2 minutes for chirping. Keep chirping. You want 2? Oh, yeah, really? Draisaitl got away with one. What about the ones the Blues got away with? Who cares if you got away with one? About time the Oilers get away with something in this game. Vegas lost in regulation, by the way, guys. So the Oilers are in first place in the Pacific Division by 1 point. If they win this, they'll be in first by 2. We're tied with Dallas right now for second overall in the Western Conference, just behind the Winnipeg Jets, who are running away with it. 4 minutes left to play in overtime. Yeah, Trucker. Yeah. We don't talk about Bruno. Every time the Oilers get a bad call against, we're going to call them Brunos. What a save by Stu Skinner. Puck over glass. Stuart Skinner. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Yes, my commentary is live. Yes, it's vulgar. Yes, it's raw and unedited. I live in the moment, guys. I don't take things day by day, week by week. I live minute by minute. Yeah, you're not wrong. Either McDavid or Draisaitl could score. Draisaitl, McDavid, or Thomas? I'm going to say Bouchard gets the Oilers goal and Holloway gets the Blues goal. 3 minutes left to go in overtime. Shot off the post. Oh my God. Bouchard has the puck. He comes up the ice, over top the blue line. Skates it across center to the blue line. There's Blues. Cuts. Toe drags. Gives it to McDavid. McDavid. Dingle. Draisaitl scores! Sorry, Connor Brown. Downtown Connor Brown. We got ourselves a 3-2 win in overtime. Oilers win 3-2. Wow. 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 Skinner gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard skates it up the ice. Dangles around one. Drops it for McDavid. McDavid through one, through two, back pass. Brown scores. 2:27 left in overtime. Oilers win. Play La Bamba, baby. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I don't like the way the Oilers are winning these games. I don't like how they are taking winnable games and making it so difficult on themselves. But that's what happens when you have star players. Star players do star things. I don't want to butcher this quote. There's a quote that's I don't want to butcher, but I'm going to have to look it up because I'm old. Matthew McConaughey says do cool shit. He says, do cool things, meet new people, and do cool things. What do the Oilers and McDavid and Draisaitl always seem to do? Do cool things. Everybody, good night. My name is Matt from Oilers Fan Reaction. Before we leave you, we will do the out-of-town scoreboard because I don't want to do you any injustices when you leave. I want to make sure you're well-informed and know why it happened the way it happened. The do's, the dozies, the ins, these outsies. Because there's still a couple games going on right now that I might go ahead and watch. Who knows? Anywho's, you're out-of-town scoreboard because these are fun. NHL.com gives me all the information I need, which is actually not a lie. Apparently Ovechkin is 17 goals away. Yeah, 17 empty netters away, I guess. Here we go. The Boston Bruins beat the Minnesota Wild 3-0 in Boston. The Columbus Blue Jackets lose to the Buffalo Sabres 3-2. The Lightning beat the Senators 4-3. The Devils in a shootout beat the Penguins 3-2. The Capitals, on the back of 2 empty net goals, beat the Panthers 6-3. The Islanders beat the Golden Knights 2-1. The Oilers beat the St. Louis Blues 3-2 in overtime. Games that are still being played as of right now. With 3 minutes left to go in the third period, the Jets are up 3-0 on the Hurricanes. With 8 minutes left to go in the second period, the Leafs 2, the Flames 2. With 7 minutes left to go in the second period, the Philadelphia Flyers 2, the Utah Hockey Club 1. Nothing with about 5 minutes left to go in the first period of the Colorado Avalanche Canuck game. Colorado is on the power play. With 3 minutes left to go in the first period, the Wings won, the Seattle Kraken won. And puck just dropped in Anaheim. Stars nothing, Ducks nothing. Puck just dropped in San Jose as well, as the Canadians are in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Just like that, you got it good and understood. And the Maple Leafs just scored to make it 3-2 for Toronto. Wow, Calgary, you had a 2. Wow. Yikes. Any Hoosies? That's your out-of-town scoreboard. See you guys on whatever day the 7th is. I'm going to assume the 7th, it would be Friday. I won't be here tomorrow for the Chicago stream. I have my father-in-law coming in town. So you guys will be alone. You'll be alonesies for a few days. But I will still do the post-game reaction. You guys enjoy, and we'll see you Friday. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Deuces.